Hey, welcome to the channel. It's Wednesday, it's about 1 o'clock, and I'm up here on the east side of the moat, and I thought I'd walk around a little bit and get some exercise and kind of let y'all know what's going on. I'm feeling great. The air quality today is a lot better. The last 2 weeks it's been absolutely horrible. I wouldn't even come out of the house. Kept the air purifiers going in the house all the time. We only went outside when we actually absolutely had to. I rode my bike a couple times and I had so much pain in my chest, I thought I was having a heart attack. And we went to see the cardiologist. She said, no, it's from the air. You need to stay out of this air and not exercise outside until the air clears. So I pretty much, hibernated, and I feel great. So I'm gonna walk around a little bit, and since the last video that I did, I talked to you all about the guy that had kicked the Thai woman that was sitting on his steps on the beach. And I told you about that, and a lot has come out since then. And some things have happened since then are just really, really amazing. I'm gonna talk to you about that. And just kind of walk around a little bit, show you the traffic. The traffic here is not because there's a lot of people. It's because there's a lot of construction going around, and it's really, really difficult to drive here. And now I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, and thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for the comments, the coffees. I really appreciate them. And I'm going to keep doing videos. I don't know how often I'm going to do them, but this isn't a job for me. It's something I do for fun. And when it becomes a job, then it's not the same. So I'm going to do them as I want to do them, and we'll see how things go. But anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the traffic here. It's crazy. And it's all the way around the moat where they've dug up the road, and it's, putting these underground cables in it has really messed things up. Really makes it difficult to drive. But we're going to walk down here. I'm going to walk through Tha Phae and then hit one of the side streets. But what I was going to talk to you about, the things that foreigners are doing here right now, and over the last probably month and a half, 2 months, have just been totally bizarre. I thought with the with the one guy that kicked the Thai doctor, and he's in a world of hurt. They've revoked his extension. They've given him a visa only for the time that it takes for him to defend himself in court, which is, there's no telling what's going to happen there. They've looked into his business. Apparently he had permits for firearms. They've taken those away from him. And my guess is he's probably gonna be taking a trip. I don't think he'll be staying here in Thailand. Now, whether they'll put him in jail or not, who knows? But I don't think he's gonna be sticking around here. Now that's another place, coffee draft beer. Not seen that place before. But then there was the guy that got into an altercation with the 60-year-old woman in the grocery store. Apparently they crashed carts together, and I don't know exactly what happened. I think they had some words, and she got angry at him and tossed a water bottle at him. And then he came back, and he beat her badly. Both of her eyes were blackened. Her nose, looks like her nose was broken. And she was just in really, really bad shape. And they arrested him. And the funny thing was, they set him a bond. And his ex-wife was willing to make his bond for him so he didn't have to go to jail. But he wouldn't let her do it. He went to jail. So who knows what's going to happen to him. I would venture to say that he'll probably get some jail time, and again, he's going to get deported and blacklisted. With the recent things that have been going on, the government is really kind of cracking down, and they're looking at foreigners a lot more now, which is good. You come here, don't break the law. This last ordeal that I'm going to talk to you about and tell you about just basically just blew my mind. I just couldn't, when I read about it, I couldn't believe it. Some people would be just so stupid to do something as this. And this pertains to two guys. They're two brothers, and I'm not going to name their country because I don't want to, you know, I mean, people can mess up from any country. I'm not sure where this guy is going. I guess he's going out. You know, people can mess up from any country. It doesn't really matter. But they were both on motorbikes, and they were going through a checkpoint in Phuket in front of the police station. And apparently they were speeding and on the wrong side of the road. So the officer, one of the officers that was doing the checkpoint, enjoying a beer, tried to stop them, and they just blew through the checkpoint. Both of them did. And I've seen this happen before, but I've never seen them chase them. I've never seen them go after them. As a matter of fact, in my place, there was a, you know, in Hang Dong, I watched, that's a new place too that I haven't seen, Chiang Mai, Thailand State, huh? I watched an old couple just blast right through the checkpoint. Neither one of them had helmets on. And the officer was trying to stop them, and they just kept on going. They didn't follow them, but apparently this guy, these two guys, the police officer jumped in his truck and went after him and got him stopped. And when he stopped them, from what the article says, he was afraid they were going to run off again, and he pulled out his phone to take a picture of them, and they took his phone away from him. And then the fight started, and they ended up wrestling with the officer, and they took his gun away from him, which, you know, I mean, that's just a no-no. You just don't mess with a cop's gun. It's the first way to get yourself shot. You know, you just don't do it. But anyway, they took it away from him. And then in the video, it shows them, they've got him down on the ground in a stranglehold. And people are taking a video. And I'm going to include, there's a couple of clips that are on the floating around the internet, and I'll include them in the description so you can see for yourself. But these two guys were really, really stupid. The rest of the, you know, cops show up and lock them up, and apparently it's two brothers, and one's 36 and the other one's 38, and they come from a pretty wealthy family. Not in Thailand. They're definitely, you know, tourists, or it said what they were boxers. So I don't know if they were here to do boxing or whatever, but anyway, they're going to be here for a while, without a doubt. And they've arrested them, and they've denied them bond, and they're revoking their visa, and they'll stand trial, but they'll also be banned and blacklisted as well. And that's what the government's starting to do now. If you mess up here, oh, she's all dressed up real pretty. They blacklist you. They get you out of here, and you'll never be able to come back. And that's happening a lot more than what I've seen it happen in the past, which is good. I mean, you know, come to somebody else's country, you need to behave. Ooh. Let's see, I think we'll walk down this way. Feeding the pigeons. Now, I don't see the photographers out here. Usually there's a bunch of them out here, but apparently I think they've run them off. But there were people out here making good money taking pictures. A lot of Chinese, a lot of Koreans here as well. Now we're going to cross the street here, and we may go to Chippy at the Gate and have fish and chips. A friend of mine has just opened up a fish and chips shop here, not far from where we're at right now, and I've been dying to try them. And I may just go do it today while I'm up here. There we go. But I feel great. Things are going good. I'm happy. This is my first day out since the weather got real bad, and it feels good. See, I think we'll cross here and go to the right. But these two guys, they're in a world of hurt. You know, back when I was a cop, if you took a cop's gun, if you didn't get shot, you were lucky. It's just something you really don't want to do. Now here's Chippy at the Gate, British fish and chips. I know Walkabout Wayne did a video here not too long ago. Man, I wish they had some shade spots. Let's go see. Yeah. Let's see what they got here. Well, there's the fish and chips. It looks pretty good. Got a lot of tartar sauce there too. Well, I'm gonna eat them, and as usual, I won't let you watch me, but when I'm done, I'll tell you how they are. Well, that was really good. 275 baht for a nice piece of fish, and the chips were really, really the best I've had. And definitely recommend you come and checking it out. It's right off of Tha Phae Gate. Just a few feet, and really nice. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll start walking back. I think we'll go down Tha Phae Road this way to the right and then make a left. But back to the story about those two guys with the guns, wrestling the officer and taking his gun. Whoa. That is just, to me, just completely ludicrous. Number one, it's a good way to get shot. Well, back in the States, if that would have happened, you know, to one of us, somebody would have got hurt, without a doubt. And you know, when I was a young patrolman, back in the, well, this would have been probably late 86, early 87 maybe. And you know, we worked alone. And I carried a Smith & Wesson, I believe it was a 5906. It was a 9mm pistol, automatic, and it held I think 16 rounds. But the neat thing about that was, if you pop the clip, the gun wouldn't fire. And a neat little shop right here. And what I would do if I was around people, I was out by myself, and I was worried about it, you know, dealing with them, I would put my hand out and I'd pop my clip out just enough so the gun wouldn't fire. And I always carried a 25 automatic on my ankle. So if they took my gun, I'd just turn around and pull out my 25 and shoot them. I mean, just as quick as that. That was always my fail-safe. But, you know, most of the time we dealt with people, especially like searching cars and things like that, we always had two people there. So, you know, you didn't worry about it too much. But there were times when I worked the interstate by myself. There'd be times where you really had no choice. You had to turn your back on people. And, you know, that's when I'd make sure my clip was popped out. Now we'll look, see what kind of bikes they got in here. Pretty neat. The ice cream truck. But I never had any problems like that. I did, back when I was captain of detectives, we had caught a guy that was a major burglar. I mean, he had done a lot of burglaries, and we got in a chase with him, and his sister was driving the car, and she ended up crashing the car, and we caught him. And I had him in the interview room, and I had uncuffed him. I'm gonna stop until this guy gets away from me. Okay, he's stopped now. He just parked now. But I had him in the interview room when I was interviewing him. And I had my gun on, and I caught his eye. His eye looked down at my gun, because you know, we were sitting at a round table, and he was kind of opposite me, but I was kind of out to the side. And I caught his eye, and he stared at it for just a second too long. And I looked him dead in the eye, and go ahead. Now let's walk down this way. And I looked him dead in the eye, and I said, don't even try it. And he just kind of shriveled up and, you know, just got that thought out of his head. And he turned out to be a damn good informant. He had done a bunch of burglaries and peddled a bunch of stolen property. And, you know, we got him on the burglaries. And then he took us to everybody that he sold the stolen property to. And we got most of it back. And he ended up getting the heck beat out of him in jail. Apparently the news media picked up on it and had him on the news. And when he got inside the jail, some of the inmates there beat him up pretty bad because he had snitched. He didn't snitch on any of them, but he just was snitched, so we had to get him into some place that was a little bit safer. Now, I know I've never walked this road before, so we'll see where it comes out. Chiang Mai Fellowship Church. But, yeah, that was really the only time. I never really had any problems, anybody trying to grab my gun away from me. And the only time that I know of in my department that it ever happened was we had this retired officer, and really he should not have been doing what he was doing. They had him transporting people back and forth to the courthouse from the jail, and he'd take 5 or 6 of them. And one day one guy that was a really, really hardened criminal, he'd been a rapist, he overtook the old guy and took his gun away from him. And I was out of town at the time this happened, but I'd heard about it. And they had a standoff with him for a while, and they ended up getting his gun back and recapturing him. But it was really a kind of a hairy situation there for a few minutes, from what I understand. Oh, this is neat. I have never been back here. Fenn's Restaurant. Huh. Yeah, we'll just kind of see where we end up here. At least I don't think I've ever walked back here that I know of. Well, I don't know if I want to go that way or that way. That's going to take me into a temple, it looks like. I'm going to walk down this way. I'm enjoying just being out and getting around. Oh, I think I know where this is going to go. But that was the only time that I know of, one of our guys getting their gun taken. And he, like I said, this guy was in his mid-70s. He should not have been transporting prisoners. It just it was way out of his league. He'd been an officer for a good many years. But sometimes when it's time for you to retire, you need to retire. Don't worry about it. Not sure which temple this is, and I don't know where that goes. So I think we'll go this way. But short of that, everything's going pretty good here. Like I said, my health, I'm feeling very, very good. I think I'll walk this way. No, I'm going to go this way, and then I'll come back around and make the circle. Yeah, I know exactly where this is going to come out. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I've got my strength back. I'll start back out riding the bike soon and start building my strength up that way. That's a neat house. Oh, look at this one. This one's real pretty. Man, I just love this old architecture. Then you've got your graffiti here. Well, it's not really graffiti, it's kind of street art. And some of these people are really, really talented to do this kind of stuff. And we'll go out here and hang a left. Don't want to get away from that music too. We'll cross the street over here. Just enjoying the walk. Bicycles for rent. All kinds of stuff here. Your local recycler. Now I think we will make a left up here. And head back towards the moat. You can see it's starting to get a little bit hazy now. I don't know what the AQI is right now, but you can hear it in my voice. It's still not good, but it's better than it has been for the last couple of days. The last couple of days have been really, really bad here. Coconut Shell Thai Food Cookery School. Hey, buddy. There are more cannabis shops here now than coffee shops, I think. Just about everywhere. A printer. Huh. Old printing machine right there. Pretty cool. Yeah, I know we've walked by here because I've said a couple times I'm going to come here and have a pizza. And I have not done it yet. Don't know what goes down that way. Yeah, I think it's just a dead end. Now, I've had burgers here before. They're real good. IP burger. And they say this is one of the best clinics for acupuncture. I have not been here yet. I sent them a message when I had wow, look at this. The wire. Man, talk about get somebody hurt. But when I had neuropathy in my legs, I sent them an email and they said they could help me, but I never really went back. But this is what gets people hurt. Come through at night, you don't even see it. Bookstore. On the other side. This place is usually packed. They must be doing some work here. Yeah, they are. Huh. Get your suits made here. All kinds of neat stuff. I love the colors. I just read where they confiscated a big truckload of counterfeit elephant pants that apparently were made outside of Thailand and brought in here. But here we show up and we're right across from Loitro. You get your boat noodle place over here. Whew. Hard work, smoke harder. Golly, what will they think of next? This old guy's been serving those boat noodles for a good many years. I brought Lek up here a few times. We have made it back to the car, and I appreciate you all stopping in and checking out the video. Appreciate all the comments, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.